Hmm. It's funny. It's funny.
Hysterical, darling. But they get mad at you when you say it's all like a bad rerun.
It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
No, you're right. Not really. In the grand scheme of things,
It's just funny
we're just
because
watching it unfold.
no, it's funny because it's just so funny. Those comments over there were interesting. It's funny. I don't know what happened to me. I just got hit with like a wave of tired, and I missed the whole premiere. But you saw
That's
it, right,
funny.
Grace?
Yes, I did. I sure did. It was interesting how it played out.
I would rather
There's
hear
a lot
your
of different
opinion.
energy coming on. First of all, I enjoyed the interview. I was happy to see you on the blue couch again. It seems like many lifetimes ago.
Well, I mean, the truth is, so much has happened.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has happened.
It has. It's
Since the
almost
year
like
end
you
wrap
grew up.
up to now, a lot has happened.
Yeah, it's almost like you
It's been like
evolved
2 years crammed into
again.
4 months.
Right.
A
It's
lot
insane.
has
Mm-hmm.
happened. Oh my God. My allergies are acting up again. I'm around the dogs. I had a couple of days away while I was busy doing the interview with Real Life, and now I'm back to nasal hell. So, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Those numbers look a little
How about
funny too.
everybody?
Those numbers look a little funny. They look a little suspect. I
Girl,
got
the
a
way things are
feeling.
very suspicious on Sesame Street, darling. I don't even think we can blame the children for
I
this
got
one.
a.
It may
I
just be
got a
Sesame Street.
feeling
What
that
feeling you got
tonight's
now?
gonna be a good night. So I mean,
Why when you started singing that, two birds literally came through right above me? Wow.
oh, wait a minute. Hey, what's going on? I was so proud of you in that interview. Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
See, Petey, it don't just be me to just be proud.
Those comments had me mad as heck. You said you had haters. I underestimated that, but not ever again. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Man, at least they got to see the comments. I'm telling you, they stopped on my end. I couldn't see
There were a
anything.
lot of glitches on some YouTube broadcasts. Salute to Set in the West for making it through audio hell. Like that was wild because I was
heard.
modding
Shout
that
out to Set
chat.
in the West.
And
That's insane.
wait a minute. Yamji says, I was in the middle of watching it. I will finish later after your live. Oh, okay. I know the comments were very hateful. Hey, Kenzen. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've been in the chat. It's just funny because when you get to see the hate like happening in real time, it's very interesting. And if you're the kind of person that can't just see it for what it is, nothing more than information, it could get you, riled up if you let it. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have with me. Because if I get riled up, it's because I choose to get riled up, not because somebody made me riled up. And it's just, the way people like to try to push buttons. It's funny.
It's amazing, isn't it?
They keep trying to find a way to push my buttons, and they keep failing.
And then they keep running around like lost chickens.
I just think it's so funny that the numbers over there are being suppressed so heavily, trying to give the other content creators that are going to do negative content about it a chance to get some numbers on the board. It's okay. I'm sure it's going to pop up. Matter of fact, I think those numbers are going to look stupendous by tomorrow morning. And that was only an hour and 10 minutes. We literally did a 3.5 hour interview. We talked about everything. Like that was nothing. What y'all saw, Jag, you were so gracious and respectful to the host and their oh, you know, it's tricky doing this interview. Because
why tricky?
Well, because I literally, put my life on the line to do it at high expense. Like I don't think people understand when I leave my safe confines now, ever since the award and ever since, my relocation, it cost me $1,000 a day to ensure my safety. When I come down off the mountain, it cost me $1,000 to pay for the security, the drivers, all that stuff. That's how much it costs me now, to tell the truth. $1,000 a day. And people say that the truth ain't got no price.
Maybe in a fairy tale, children. Maybe in a fairy tale. Ghost stories are a different ballpark.
It's just wild to me.
You know what I keep saying? Every time we sit down and we talk about it, it just gets grander every time, in the worst way.
I thought she said she wanted to go to court and tell it all. I do. What I'm not trying to do is go to court and have a gag order put on me so I can't say nothing.
If they love the courthouse so much, why they don't go?
I don't know.
Go take your own goofy. We just started.
No, my thing is yes, Kenzen, you hear Grace.
Hi.
We're going to pop in the chat after this live. I think the family needs to talk a little bit. There's a lot going on. But the things that I'm most concerned about that are going on are the things that are happening in the backdrop. Regarding this Angie Stone case.
It's wild. It's maddening, really.
People seem to be real upset that people are getting closer to the truth.
I wonder why people would get mad at people getting close to the truth. I wonder.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know how those kind of women do, Kenzen, As long as you're married to them, you got to claim them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, he talking about Kris Jenner. He talking about Kris Jenner.
I listen. I already know he was talking about some type of bald head.
And the alleged possibility that Kylie might not be Caitlyn's. You all right over there, girl? You all right? It is a hot one.
Oh, it's crispy outside.
I'm talking to the to the gourmet food thief.
Don't do my baby like that.
Hold on a second, Grace. You hold up. Let me deal with the food thief. I'll be right back.
Not the full thief.
You talk to the people. You talk to the people. Especially the people that don't want you to talk. Oh my God. Just hateful. Talk to the people that don't want to hear you.
What's up, Wong? You bald-headed, musty breath, scaly back, bald-headed ass bitches. Y'all got mad today? Your man ain't give you none, huh? Your kids said that your cooking is terrible. Your kids running around the neighborhood wishing that other people's mamas was theirs, wasn't it? Some of you daughter sons, I know that you're upset, you're angry because you don't hang too low. I know. It's okay. It's all right. Therapy does wonders for that. Don't worry, we can sit down and talk about it. I ain't gonna judge you. I hope the good children are doing magical things and wonderful things. Like I said, keep paying attention to the world around your children. Don't do bald-headed whole antics. It's not good for you. First of all, use your edges. Because God don't like ugly. Don't mind too much for pretty neither, but the ugly ones, oh yeah, y'all go bald-headed first. And I hear your teeth start to fall out. That sounds scary. That's one thing I sure wouldn't want. I do not want my teeth to fall out when because of the energy that I've been putting out there in the world. That sounds like a fate worse than the end to me. You're just falling apart, just desecrating and just depreciating with value every tick of the talk. It's a shame. You haters back there, I keep telling y'all that I respect the homeless more than you. I do. And I know y'all's mamas aren't pleased. And I know your breath stink. I hope the doctors that y'all see every week because you stressed out and worried about things that don't mean never mind. Your doctors are pleased though. Y'all making sure that your doctors got them a nice car by summertime and take them a nice good family vacation. I bet your existence is tragic, isn't it? You got bills stacked up, you ain't got no food in the house. So fate works it's fate works in the end, children. I be telling y'all, do good things, be good people. You don't want to be sentenced to this type of existence, I swear.
Oh, I'm back, Grace.
Oh, good. You're just in time. I was just telling them how they bald-headed antics ain't gonna lead to nothing but just...
I'm heating up that Brazilian fried rice I made.
I love it. And make sure that the little food thief... Don't do my little food thief like that. We talked about it last time. It's not their fault that you're cooking.
There are onions in their rice.
Baby.
There are onions in their rice.
Is the food thief gonna have a reaction?
It could kill her.
You made it.
She better stay up off of that rice.
Did they have any onions in the last plate that she stole?
I think so.
Then there you go. She all right. She a thugger.
Yeah, let's not keep taking chances. Let's not keep taking chances. Hey guys, 221 people. We only got 107 likes. We need like 90 more likes. Come on now.
Come on now. Don't tell me it ain't nothing but the
just so y'all know,
ones that came in.
This is me being completely sadistic. People have so many. They have so many different diagnoses of me. Let me diagnose myself. Let me diagnose This is me being extremely passive aggressive. I mean extremely.
Yeah.
See, because y'all don't understand. See, they're living for this moment for me to be live. So they can come into this chat.
Waiting on bated breath, girl.
And unfortunately, they're not members here. And I won't be doing any recap or discussing any recap regarding this new interview, Jaguar Wright, the beginning of the end. Or is it the beginning of the beginning? Or is it both happening at the same time? I mean, it could be a lot of things. I could be anywhere. They mad about that too. They really mad that they don't know exactly where I'm at.
You telling them the truth. Tell them that.
I mean, for all they know, I could be in Alabama right now.
All they know, you are sitting on Saturday drinking mimosas.
For all they know,
keep having a good time.
I could be in Alabama right now. I could be right here where this picture is. Hey, you guys want to play a little game?
Oh, I like it.
Let's play a game, guys. Let's play. Who do you think that wrecked car belongs to?
Oh, you got that picture. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's this here? Tara, thank you, darling. Hope all is well, and I will, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you for your well wishes. Now just let me heart it. Why is it always giving me such problem? I thought it was the manicure. I think it's just the ad.
Girl, you know,
because this is the 80th time I done hit the heart, and it's just not hearting. And it's pathetic. I'm trying to heart this. They don't even want me to be nice to our supporters. Like, it's just wild. But the phone might. You know what? All right, listen to me. I'm going to like it. Oh, no, see, it's just getting hot out here. That's what's going on. This phone is getting hot. I'm going to have to change venue. Okay. Here we go. We're going to play a game. Put a 1 in the chat if you think you know whose wrecked van this is. Oh no, this phone is getting hot.
That's insane.
Oh, LA chick, thank you, love. Shabbat shalom. No, it's not Tammy's wrecked van. For all of those who put a 1, I want to know your guess. Whose wrecked van do y'all think that is?
Ooh, tell me what they say.
Lethal. Bingo. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Shabbat shalom. You know, this vehicle is creating a lot of commotion. A lot of commotion, this vehicle. You know what's funny, though, as I look at it? Even if it is, you know, bubble wrapped or whatever. I mean, even if it is a collision with an 18-wheeler, should have cut that thing in half. I mean, you could tell the front end was banged up. But honestly, I was looking for more like pushed in.
Right?
Put a 2 in the chat. If this looks like it got hit by 18-wheeler.
The impact is very telling.
If the chat's not working, Put a 2 in the chat.
Not that the chat's not working.
Put a 2 in the chat if this looks like it got banged up by 18-wheeler to you. Yeah. Not sure. I don't know. No way. I can't tell. I mean, we're sitting here looking at it. This is directly looking right at it. The windshield's wrapped because of the impact. I wonder if all of the airbags deployed. Because that kind of impact. I wonder what it looks like on the inside. It don't look damaged enough to me either. Actually, that must be a hell of a van to be able to look that good coming out. Only look like a blown out tire to you? Let's put our thinking caps on, folks.
I remember the last time I saw tires look like that, though.
When they got popped out.
Or the alignment was messed up and it just lost tires.
Ooh, I bet people wish they knew where I was right now.
Well, of course, a lot of them wish that they had edges too, but we can't get it. We can't always get what we want. Especially if you're a POS type of individual.
Ooh, I know them trolls are sitting in Discord, sitting on an Instagram, losing their minds that they can't get in this chat.
I hope that
oh my goodness, I know they want to be a part of the polls. See, while y'all busy trolling, there's people out here actually trying to get at the truth.
Well, they got people pretending to be Tony Stark and Black Widow and all this extra shit.
This a members only chat, but maybe I need to make this a members only live. I think I might need to, soon as we log out, go right over there off into that studio and make it for members only.
I'll see the problem.
I mean, because the likes ain't liking. Just because y'all can't talk in the chat, like us something.
You know you need the videos to be seen. That way you can go run off and do your content too. So don't be a bougie bald-headed one. Like the video. Share the video.
I wonder
what the... You ain't do that.
I wonder if there's footage of what the inside of this van looked like.
You know what? That...
I wonder.
I would think so. I mean, it would naturally make sense, right? Like, your people stop on the interstate to take pictures and be nosy when they have accidents on the road.
Like, listen to me. I got T-boned by a Land Cruiser in a Cutlass in Philly. I'm like 56 and a half a foot. Or was that on Vine? That might have been on Vine.
If it's anything like the South, you can't get hit.
I know it was the West Side. Like that. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna like all of y'all stuff. My phone too hot. I'll tell you. All this heat is definitely encouraging my hydration campaign. Mm. 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 I wonder, honey, there's all kinds of issues. What's really interesting that everybody don't know is this Mecca Shiran person. See, she makes the whole thing just look squirrely. She makes this whole thing look downright suspicious. So when if there's one thing that my mods don't do, is they don't interrupt me while I'm live online. You know?
Yeah.
But if Ayasha call, she on my breakthrough list. I was on Do Not Disturb when I was live with Paperwork and Jean. And Ayasha called twice. That never happens. Which, of course, is an alarm for me. And this is all last night.
They keep playing games when it comes to
But
Ayasha,
apparently somebody that has been rather close to me for the past year called Ayasha up while I was live with Paperwork, which Ayasha didn't know because she didn't get the notification and she wasn't even watching. So when she called me, it was in complete earnest. She didn't even know I was live. Which, of course, interrupted. Which, of course, I guess that was supposed to make me drop down so I wouldn't keep addressing the problem with this impersonator. This Mecca Sharon fake Jag person. So when I finally got on the phone with Ayasha, I was very surprised to hear this fake Jag, this Mecca Sharon person, on the phone.
Hello.
Not on a link. On the phone. With Ayasha. Demanding to speak to me.
I'm not understanding who these people think that they are.
I'm just curious. Because, see, the only reason the fake... Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention that Stone Paxton was on the phone, too? Not today, my nigga, not today. Not today, my dear Kata. Not today. Because it was Stone and that fake Jag impersonator that was trying to convince everybody that I didn't believe Angie Stone was sacrificed. I tell you what, while they were busy trying to push that story, I was saying the exact opposite on the blue couch. So I find it funny when me and Paperwork go to address it last night. I find it funny that they were able to find someone who knew my Ayasha to be able to call her and trick her into calling me while I was live to interrupt or to get me off the stream. And I did not. And the reason why I did not, because if it was truly an emergency, we have ways that we deal with emergency. I'm not the only person Ayasha can call. If Ayasha can't reach me, she knows who to contact next. So for her to keep calling like that, it's just clear ambush. Clear ambush.
Whole ass nigga shit to me. Girl, wait till you. All right.
Clear ambush.
I'm sick of these hoes, girl. I am.
Don't waste my Ayasha time. It's too valuable to us. Imagine the surprise after I just got off the live with Gene and paperwork to be hearing this impersonator who's been doing this for years on the phone with my Ayasha. And Stone Paxton was present. I'm just curious. I'm just curious if we weren't hitting a nerve, if we weren't absolutely accurate about what we're saying, why would that have needed to happen at all? I know they were recording, and you won't be hearing any because I didn't participate in that conversation at all. Y'all do too much. And apparently that 18-wheeler truck do enough. Because nobody else got hurt except for Angie. I don't know what they were chatting about after I realized it was the fake Jag Mecca Sharon person. And she said Stone Paxton is right here. And Jag, you just got hit with the okie doke. You got hit with the okie doke, Jag. And paperwork is going down. And paperwork is going down. And whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And yada yada. And Jag, you don't know what you just did. They tricked you. They tricked you, Jag.
Girl, they're a bunch of lame assholes.
And my response was very simple. I should disconnect the call. Disconnect the call. I will not participate. This is insane. Please disconnect the call. I'll call you right back. Now, why would they be doing all of that? Their panties wouldn't be in a bunch, would they?
Nope.
So like I said, this is me being sadistic. Because I already know that just the very image that I have up here on this screen is a preamble to what's about to happen over at the paperwork party tonight. I don't know why people think that I be joking. When I say all hands on deck and I'm on the job, when I say we're supporting the truth, when I say as defender of freedom that we are going to make sure that the truth is not buried this time. We are going to make sure that reality is addressed. That's what we're going to do. When I say it, I mean it. I wonder what the inside of this van looks like. I really do. I wanna know. I wanna know what's inside that van. I wanna know what else lethal happened inside of that van other than the driver.
Wild.
It's very wild. And what's wilder than that is that people want to still sit around and act like they don't want to acknowledge the reality of all of this.
That's the madness for me.
Because
That's the madness.
this ain't no game and this ain't no joke. The threats, the constant surveillance, all of it. Having to always think closely, staying steps ahead. Never know who got paid. What I will say is this. I hope you're watching now. I hope you're watching good. Any of you weirdos who are involved with any of this craziness online, don't ever try to contact Ayasha Lachey Bay again. Ever.
Bitch.
Ever. Not only is it thirsty, but it was totally inappropriate. There's absolutely no way in the world I should have a video in my members only catalog exposing the very woman that's been sitting there trying to steer public opinion into believing that I don't believe there's foul play involved in the demise of Angie Stone. The desperation of it all, honestly. The desperation of it all. Because that's exactly what it is. It's desperate. Meanwhile, there's a whole lot of truth over there on that blue couch. And a lot of people didn't get notifications. A lot of people didn't know it happened. A lot of people are just catching up. It's funny how they delay everything that's real to push everything that's not. It's just wild.
But everything that's foolishness and lies and all types of debauchery and foolishness.
Oh my goodness.
It's microwave ready.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lightning speed.
Fresh.
Them lies, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
They always let the lies get a head start to make it harder for the truth
Always
to be seen. Always. It's just wild. It's a little brighter than I thought here.
I hope that they know that they're gonna start crying soon. Cause they don't like it when I tell them that. So I hope they when you tell them they're gonna start crying real soon.
Whatever your name is, Shiran, Mecca, Fake Jag, whatever you are, whoever you are, do not ever try to contact Ayasha Lachey Bay again. You will regret it.
Okay, bitch.
And Stone Paxton, if you want to have words with me, then you should just get in touch with me directly. Shouldn't be that hard for you to figure out how to do that.
I don't know why they don't stand. He stand like a man and just do that. Cause they doing all kinds of other stuff.
Very peachy man behavior.
Girl, straight sun dogs, princess sons, touching like they sugarettes, girl. twirling batons and saying, "Go team." That's the type of energy that these babies be giving. And I'm just like, no. Go find a powder room. Like, go sit down. Girl.
You know what else is funny? All of these people who are doing all of these weird interviews, saying all of these terrible, horrible things about me and actual behavior. Hey, Uncle Mike, you remember? Welcome.
Hi, Uncle Mike. I hope he's doing well. Girl, he's bothering everybody. Last time I saw Uncle Mike, they were trying to bother him over there on his side.
They always trying to bother Uncle Mike.
They always bothering somebody. Ugh.
I don't know. I don't understand. But what I do understand is I know that this picture right here Uncle Mike, we know you protected. Got a bug, but obviously recovering watching Jag eat. I'm hungry too. Yeah, this is some Brazilian fried rice that I made last night. Fresh coconut milk and shaved ginger and this corn and onions and green onions and red onions. It's just really delicious. But that salmon,
That's
girl.
what they made, girl.
That's salmon.
Girl, the salmon. Not the salmon, girl.
Ooh, that's salmon. But my thing is, like, listen to me. All right, I'm not going to eat no more on camera. I'm going to take a couple more bites, and then I'm going to slide it to the side.
Why they mad that you trying to get your nourishment, girl? Oh, no. Somebody getting hungry out there?
You think you are bad until you make me mad. LOL, YouTube can't make me bad. They think they can. I feel the same way, Uncle Mike. Girl, eat my food.
Ooh. Uncle Mike. All
right, Uncle Mike, you done said it. You done said it. Child. Hold on a second, because see, my break wall behind me is a little tricky. I got to change this up for the lighting's sake. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Over at the paperwork party.
Girl, I need to go over there by paperwork house. Go stop over there, girl. Because I done missed the shenanigans and I can't miss no more.
You know,
just running back and forth people's houses on here on Sesame Street, starting trouble, throwing eggs, tipping and stuff. I'm like, girl.
Southern trees, man. They're like a whole world.
I keep saying this Wonderland dealing with these folks.
Yeah.
These people are walking mushrooms.
Look at those
flowers
trees.
And eating snacks.
Look at those trees. Indigenous to Alabama. The day that I no longer trust paperwork, I'll make that very clear. But as it stands right now, on YouTube, when it comes to coverage on Angie Stone, he's one of the ones that I'm definitely trusting right now. And we need to keep him in our prayers. Because when people get this close to the truth, and you have entities that appear to not be able to be stopped in some way. There's a whole world of crazy that can happen in that. Whole world of crazy. It's funny. 1st of March, Angie was taken in a vicious and brutal manner. And for almost 6 weeks now, the investigation has not been very thorough. But when I look at these two people, when I look at Al B. Shore and Jaguar Wright, I know. When she first passed away, we were two of the first people to speak. And honestly, before she passed away, while she was fighting to find her a way to platform her story so she could get justice and all of that, I kept reminding people that if anybody was the mother of Neo Soul, it was Angie Stone. And we all owed a great debt to her for helping invent a genre that so many of the people who didn't even bother to give her proper acknowledgement when she left just benefited from. The way they went after Al, the way they went after me. But then again, they was after me. Is it a prediction? Did she, like, when people say, and I'm glad you said that, Golden Arbor, when people say that someone predicted their passing, is it really a prediction? Or is it acknowledgement that this is what happens to people? See, it's one thing to predict something, but it's another thing to say, hey, I've watched them do this to everybody else exactly this way. I'm looking at the signs and it's happening to me now. Is that a prediction? I don't like when people say that. I just don't. That would be like me saying that I can predict that your car is going to start. Are you following me?
People really forget how.
I want to make sure you guys are following me.
Oh.
Can I say that I can predict that your car is going to start? I mean, I can say that. I predict Golden Aura's car is going to start. And then you open the door, you unlock it, you open the door, you get inside, you either put the key down or in your cup holder where you keep your keyless key thing, and then you push the button, and then boom, the car comes on, and you're like, oh my God, she predicted I was going to turn on my car. See what I'm saying? A prediction is something that no one can see coming. See, that's a prediction. And this is why I wish people cared more about language and cared more about words. To predict something is to be able to call out that something is going to happen with no evidence, with nothing. That's a prediction. I can't predict you, saying that your car is going to start. That's not a prediction. It's just a fact because that's how it works unless your car is broken down. See? That's not a prediction. That's just me saying what's going to happen because I've seen it happen. It's continuously happened. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a prediction if I say, hey, she's going to open up her car, get inside, and turn it on, and it's going to start. No, because that's the process. That's what happens. That's not a prediction. She saw happening to her what she saw and knew happened to others. No different than Aaron Carter. No different than Prince. Did Prince predict his own death? Because everyone else said he did. Same as Tupac. Did Tupac predict his own death? So did Christopher Wallace, also known as the Notorious B.I.G., affectionately first known as Biggie Smalls. Ready to die? Life after death. What were the lyrics? When I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell. Because I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell. Who wants to go to heaven wearing white with all the goody goodies? When I like black Tims and black hoodies. Gotta probably have me on some old strict shit. No sleeping all day. No getting my licked. Lounging in paradise. I mean, that's how the song started. I don't know. Maybe we should add Biggie to the first season of Tracking the Pain.
Girl, what? What?
I think we might need to add Biggie.
You're lucky that the girl, they're so lucky that you ain't trying to choke them up and hurt their feelings, because it would have been episode 1. We would have really took them for a ride. I actually think that's a very good idea. And do you remember how that one started? Like, that was his first verse. But
forgive me for my disrespect. Forgive me for my lies. That was the line that he wrote to his mother. And then he talked about the relationship with his daughter's mother and how he had been sleeping with her sister as well. He confessed his sins. And then the song ends with bop bop. And all you hear is Diddy, yo big, yo big. And then the heart, kunk, 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 kunk. What a way to end your first album. I wonder who encouraged that. Because to simulate your own passing and then for it to happen before your second album could even come out. But when I look back now, like, we think about these archetypal figures as if they grew up with us, as if they continue to live with us. But the truth is Biggie, he hadn't even turned 25 yet. He was 24. Welcome, Race Greens. You're a member. Welcome to the members only public live chat. And don't forget to keep hitting that like. But seriously, they were kids. My deceased son lived longer than Biggie Smalls and made Diddy a billionaire. And now Valletta Wallace is gone. And she couldn't live long enough to see justice for her son.
People got so many debts to pay when it comes to this. Like, tracking the pain is going to eat them alive.
Afeni Shakur, she didn't live long enough to get justice for her son either. I intend to live long enough to get justice for mine. That's why the new podcast series featuring myself, Grace, and a gematria specialist who will be named later, we are going to be tracking the pain. You know, as I've been walking Grace through different artists' catalogs, telling her the backstory behind things that she didn't know, watching her reaction to a song before she knew the details, and then her listening to the song again after the details. I mean, what was that experience like for you, Grace, really?
Man, it was almost like it took my breath away almost. Because you can hear it. Like his pain, it's almost like his ghost is speaking. And it was insane because he's still here. Like, I don't even think people understand that. Like,
and he's still in that pain.
Yes.
Welcome, Rob Lowe.
Like, it was really something that, seriously, like, people really need, they don't see that. Like, he put his ghost, his soul in that song. I don't know who walked out of that booth. You get what I'm saying?
I know.
If he left all of that on that track, who walked out of that booth?
But what's most telling, though, is the sample that he chose to be the entire backdrop for the whole song.
Man, like...
I'm going to read you the lyrics. The name of the song is called The Green Twins. It was published in 2017. Song by Nick Hakim. Interesting fellow. But he wrote these lyrics. I watch life inside of you grow, every month a little bit bigger. All the things that bothered your soul make me smile and go crazy. I wanted to start it with you, but somebody said we ain't ready. I admit inside me lives fear. Fear I never wanted to show you. And then the chorus, they will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes, they will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes. We could have moved to LA. It's always sunny and bright there. If I had it my way, we would have stayed where we started. I wanted to start it with you, but somebody said we ain't ready. I admit inside me lives fear, the fear I never wanted to show you. They will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes. Do you remember when we went through Nick Hakim's version and then we went back and listened to Ab-Soul Gotta Do Better? Do you remember? What do you mean almost cried? You were holding your breath. You were like...
It took me from this physical place, and like I went wherever it is that he resides. Whenever he created like that song, wherever he created Do Better within himself, that's where I went. And
She's a pretty girl, Alori Joe. Because that's who that song was about. It was about Alori Joe.
Because you remember that time where we saw some things?
Yeah. Alori Joe, born December 16th, 1986. I was 9 years old when she was born. Yeah. My nephew Devon was born 2 years after that. She was only 25. Just like my son, Giovanni. She passed away February 7th, 2012. I'm sorry, Grace, my numbers were wrong. She hasn't been gone for 10 years. She's been gone for 13. When Do Better came out, that was 2022. Wow. That was 2022, so it was literally the decade after Alori had passed. And Alori Joe, cause of death. Alori Joe, born Loriana Johnson. That was a cute way for her to put a spin on her name. Alori Joe, short for Johnson, J-O-H. Clever. Died by unaliving herself on February 7th, 2012, by jumping from a radio tower in Compton, California. She was the longtime girlfriend and high school sweetheart of rapper Ab-Soul, born Herbert Stevens. Ab-Soul has spoken publicly about her death and its impact on him and his music. Let's read it out for the record. Lori Joe, the stage name of Loriana Johnson, was a close friend and supporter of rapper Ab-Soul. You want to know what's interesting? Ab Kendrick Young, Ab Kendrick Monsters, Ab Kendrick, both TDE, Ab Kendrick, both madly in love with their high school sweethearts.
That's interesting.
Isn't it? Oh, thank you, Josette. She tragically passed by unaliving herself with a leap from a radio tower in February 7, 2012. Ab-Soul dedicated his album Control System to her. And she mentioned in several songs, including The Book of Soul. Here's more detailed look. Relationship with Ab-Soul, Lori Joe was a significant figure in Ab-Soul's life, known for her support of his music and creative endeavors. People really don't understand the gravity of a hip-hop first love crush. The first two rappers that completely shook my soul in two different ways, Lamont Coleman and James Butler, Big L and Bad News. When you have somebody and you have a mental connection with them, it's a whole nother level. And then if the work together is dope, that's a whole nother thing, you know. But she was there for him, like Whitney was there for Kendrick. I have no doubt in my mind that if she had chosen to keep her life, they would probably still be together right now. And it's funny because Kendrick Lamar has always said the only rapper that he sees as a problem is Ab-Soul. It's almost like they shouldn't have been signed at the same label. They should have been at different labels so there wouldn't be a lack of support for either one of them, and they wouldn't be forced into a position to have to compete for, fair attention at their label. But labels do that all the time. Dedication to Control Support. Ab-Soul's second studio album, Control Support, is dedicated to Lori Joe. Impact of her passing, the news of her death deeply affected Ab-Soul and his musical process, but he was able to complete the album and release it. Mention in music, Lori Joe is mentioned in songs like Empathy, A Rebellion, and The Book of Soul. The Book of Soul track. This song is particularly focused on Lori Joe and explores themes from their relationship and her influence on his music. This is the thing. That album, Control Support, it was dedicated to Lori Joe. And he still had to do better a decade after she passed away. That in itself, there's no healing.
None.
There's no healing.
You remember what I asked you the first time we heard it? What happens when you can't grieve. But what happens when one gets stuck in a state of grieving? Then what?
This is perpetual grieving. Perpetual. Personal life of Herbert Anthony Stevens IV from Carson. Stevens has cited the book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X in 1964, as being highly influential to him. Stevens dated fellow label mate Alori Joe, born Loriana Johnson, from high school until her untimely, tragic passing, where she took her own life by jumping off a radio tower in Compton, California. Stevens referenced the relationship and the fatal loss of, on his song, The Book of Soul, from his 2012 album, Control System. So let's get this straight. Alori Joe passed away in 2012. He dedicated this album to her, wrote a whole song about it called The Book of Soul in 2012, and he still had to make Do Better. A decade. Okay. Since then, Stevens has reportedly dated model Yaris Sanchez. I hope they're happy in some way. It's hard to compete with a ghost. It's hard to compete with a ghost. In 2022, he attempted to take his own life by jumping from a highway overpass. What's that line in Gotta Rap? I even tried ooey side, but that shit ain't work. I know better than most that the soul don't die. No, I even tried ooey side, and I don't know why. I know better than most that the soul don't die. In 2022, he attempted to unalive himself by jumping from a highway overpass. A car broke his fall and saved his life. It's kind of like Jonah, ain't it? God, Jonah was running from God's mission, and then he went and he tried to unalive himself by telling the people to throw him over the boat where he would have surely drowned, but then he got ate by the fish. It's bad when God ain't done with you, when you can't even unalive yourself and get it right. It's bad when God ain't done with you. He ain't done with you. And that, the car, saved his life. He revealed in an interview with Charlemagne the Diddy Bop that his suicidal thoughts were pharmaceutical induced. Hold on a second. I missed that part of the story. Wow. Wow. His thoughts were pharmaceutically induced, and that he would normally have not had such feelings. That just sounds weird, don't it?
Like, I'm tired of these people. Like, all right. Look what they do to people.
So
look what they do to people. And imagine that. And like all this going on in this man's life.
And this girl was on track to be somebody. She was working with SZA. And you see where SZA is now. And it's like... There has to be a lot of... I think we're going to have to get into this. Like a little heavier.
A whole lot.
Nah, we're going to need to take a day and go through everything. We're going to need to take a full day and really, 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 really go through everything. What does this say about her and SZA? SZA makes a very intensive joke out of... Whoa, what? Hold on. It's a Lipstick Alley post from May 18th, 2024. You know what that date is, right?
Which one?
May 18th, 2024.
May 18th. Isn't that around your birthday?
It's the day after my birthday. On my birthday, May 17th, 2024, the videotape of Diddy and Cassie hit.
But they don't want to listen to you when you tell them it's all a very close, bad...
May 18th. I went to the barbershop to go get my birthday haircut. Don't say anything. You remember who told me not to go?
And
on May 18th, let's see. I hope I can handle this. Hey, you out of here?
I'll be back.
Okay. Throwback. Wow. Throwback. SZA makes a very insensitive joke out of Lori Joe's unalivement. The former TDE First Lady on Fader interview. So a Lori Joe is to TDE what Michelle A was R.I.P. Lori Joe. A truly beautiful soul. Where's the article at? Better known as Lori Joe, was a vocalist from Carson, California, who affiliated with Top Dog Entertainment, originally the Black Hippie Crew. The Black Hippie Crew. Do you know what they used to call all of us from the neo soul and the urban conscious rap movement? They used to call us the Dirty Backpackers. Dirty Backpackers on the East Coast. Next Generation, Black Hippie Crew on the West Coast. She was known to have dated rapper Ab-Soul before taking her own life on February 6, 2012. One of the songs she's most famous on was the feature she did on Kendrick Lamar's song, High Power. Oh my God, I'm sitting here looking at the control tower where the coroner who handled the unalivements of celebrities such as Michael Jackson and Brittany Murphy said that apparently a lorry climbed up the tower and jumped off. Oh, we got a lot of research to do. Hold on. The following year, they recruited a girl whose origin no one actually knows about. If you think on that subject, all we know, excuse me, is that she's an utterly disgusting, redundant liar. Her name is SZA. And she made fun of Lori Joe's unalivement. Hold on. Not only she made fun of someone's... this is what the article is saying. Not only she made fun of someone's demise, but she also later copied her style. The nature hippie aesthetic. This is the last and posthumous music video of Lori Joe. Are you kidding me? There's no words, no court documents on how long she been missing before her body was found, how she accessed the tower in the first place, if anyone was with her, and how the investigators included it was an intentional jump.
Amazing how don't nobody never know nothing.
Just a month later, TDE would close a joint venture deal, which had Kendrick and Schoolboy Q joining other labels. Kendrick would then skyrocket with his next release, Good Kid, Mad City, the longest running hip hop album still to date. And then the following year, they recruited a girl whose origin no one actually knows about. If you think on the subject, all we know is that she is an utterly disgusting, redundant liar. Her name is SZA, and she made fun of Lori Joe's unalivement. This is why we're doing Tracking the Pain.
Yeah. Like, there is a whole lot.
There's so much wrong with all of this.
To go through. There's too much wrong. There is so much wrong. Hmm.
I see we're having a conversation in the chat.
Hmm?
I'm not sure who it is that's going through a family or a health issue, but we'll say a prayer. God does all kinds of amazing things when you trust him. This is wild. And we might really have to think about expanding this Ab-Soul journey into his pain. Because I don't think the story is complete unless we also go through a Lori Joe's catalog. I think we're going to have to do both at the same time.
I agree. Because you
We're
really
praying for
just
you, Yvonne.
a whole lot.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah. I'm curious to see what the gematria numbers are going to look like. And then we have to get into the fact that for a while there, a young Ab-Soul was following the teachings of Aleister Crowley. I wonder exactly when that was. Was that before or after a Lori? Was that when he was with a Lori? I'm curious. Oh, you're watching the Blue Couch live as well. Oh, well, good. I hope everybody who's been on this journey with us for 5 years, I hope you're going to enjoy the way this new interview rolls out. Like, that was nothing. It's only an hour. There's like 2.5 more hours worth of footage left, so a lot of people going to be hurting YouTube. But while that's doing what it's doing, I want to know the numbers on SZA, on a Lori Joe, on Kendrick, and on Ab. I want to know the numbers. Oh, wow.
You want to know something I'm interested now after everything that we just read about?
What?
I'm very interested because SZA's name is Solana, right?
I believe so.
I wonder what kind of frequency her stage name is on, because that's always an interesting one. SZA. I miss my little pink book. You can read the energy off her name alone. I miss my little pink book. But I'm very curious now.
We know she comes from New Jersey. We know she got pipelined in. And we also know she's had a lot of reconstructive surgery because she really doesn't look much like how she started at all.
But that's what they do to most of them, so.
But see, there's that story that I was told about what happened to her at TDE. And it's interesting because if Lori Joe was first lady of TDE, like Michelle was for Ruthless Records, for Dre and Easy, And then all of a sudden, she does that to herself. And a year later, all of a sudden, here comes SZA. They had her ghostwriting for Rihanna. Oh, you didn't know that?
Girl, you know me. I took a hiatus from all of this. Like I like that I'm learning all this in real time.
SZA.
Because I'm keeping honest. No.
SZA has been a big ghostwriter for Riri for many years.
This tracking of pain that we're doing live right now is very fascinating. Like, I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot.
We got to go through all of Lori Joe's records. We need to hear where she was artistically before she left. See, why they're worried about all those other things, this is what we're worried about. That's the whole point of cruelty-free. We need to figure out how to rebuild this construct of sharing music with the world without this kind of maniac stuff going on in the background. Because this is insane.
And it just keeps happening until somebody puts an end to it.
I even tried suicide. I even tried suicide. And I don't know why. I know better than most that the soul don't die. I used to call myself the god of rap. Now I know I just gotta rap. We got a lot of work to do. Welcome, Katya. Welcome. I don't know, but I'm going to be curious to see the numbers on that Lady Classic. Because that story, that artist who, you know, what he told me, it sounded like they was jumping SZA into a gang. Sounds like she got jumped in. What some people will do for fame.
It'll make you cry if you think about it.
But you know, see, that's how I cook for my people when I love them. I cooked all of that for my dear friend Alan. Family's present after the show. People really don't get it. No, people want to believe stuff like this. They don't really want to believe what's in front of them. They want to believe this crap. They want to ignore this. Crap like this. The question is,
I told you, girl, they've gone mad down here.
Why is everybody so busy ignoring this? Why is everybody so busy ignoring this? We really need to pay attention to the things that we ignore and the things that we really listen to. And salute to all over 500, 600 people that was in the room. We should have at least 500 likes by now. But you know, hey, hate on hater.
That's fine. You smell is an asbestos, so it's cool. Be mad.
That's why they're so upset.
Well, I'd be mad too if my ass smelled like asbestos, girl. I'm pretty sure it's a terrible condition to have.
This is why they're so upset. Because they don't want us to make sure you don't forget this. 72 hours is all it takes to trick the human mind into filing away a trauma so it no longer has importance. If they're going to be online lying all day, we should see the value in telling the truth all day. There is something not right with this Sprinter van. Something is off. Something is very off. I'm curious what it looks like on the inside. What I will tell y'all is this. If you'd like to know more about what's really going on, y'all need to tap in the paperwork party tonight. Y'all need to make sure you're subscribed, because I think y'all gonna be interesting, just very interested in how I happened upon this image. Y'all have no idea the work and the time that we really invest. And that's why it's so crazy when people trip about people donating to our causes. This is our life, 24 hours a day. When I come off the mountain, my security, everything cost me about $1,000 a day. But they don't want nobody donating. They don't want nobody supporting, because they want us to finally get tired, give out, and quit. 555 in the building. Good. Y'all gonna want to be at that live tonight. You are. You're most definitely gonna want to be on that live tonight. Since people like looking at my feet. There they go. There they go. There my little footy foot go. Ooh, and it looked like powder blue, sparkly clouds.
Girl, very Southern Belle.
Welcome, Golden Brown family. Welcome. Welcome to Jag Nation. Y'all don't want to miss tonight. Because if what was done last night was enough to get Stone Paxton and the fake Jag to ambush my Ayasha to try to find a way to get to me to stop me from doing what I'm doing, well, they ought to learn. Whatever you try to make me not do, I'm going to make sure I do it. And do it well. Without licking my lips like LL. Yeah. Thank you for becoming a part of this movement. And in this movement, what we do is we get movement and we get answers. And I think we're going to get a few answers tonight over at the paperwork party. I told paperwork, I am not going to let these facts drown. We are going to sit here and we are going to fight it out. We're going to fight it out. Y'all going to learn to leave Ayasha alone. Y'all going to learn to stop doubting the truth. And trolls. I hope y'all over there having a fit. I hope you're having a full-on what they call conniption.
I hope your ass fall out your back, and I hope that you catch Caesars and all you see a bunny rabbit swirling.
Well, Grace, all you would have had to do is say, I wish leprosy on you. That all of that happens. Shine. Shine. Like, we got to go back to the old days. Like, for real, Grace, like, seriously,
Girl, I'm telling you.
I think Put Some Clothes On Ministry needs to come back for another revival.
Listen, okay. Everybody love it when the pastor go off. I know I do.
I'm telling you, we need
Pastor ain't
another
going off.
Put
I
Your
don't like
Clothes
that
On revival. Stop running around impersonating people.
Stop.
Yeah. Get your own identity and stop clout chasing me. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. And now you say you're about 50 something, and I bet you about as naked as Dochi. I bet you ain't learned how to do nothing. I bet you just wishing that God would come down. Yeah. And put some hands on your mind, because I'm telling you, you got a reprobate mind. You got a reprobate spirit. You're running around trying to pretend like you're somebody of value, and all you is another fake Jack. Yeah, Lord. And then this, you got all kinds of friends with Jerry curls and such. And Jerry curl done been in the grave and ain't arose like Jesus did on Sunday. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, you can't be running around with the reprobate mind, with the Jerry curl juice swinging from side to side. You can't be sitting here online messing around with your unemployment, looking for an AdSense, and you ain't making no sense. Yeah, I'm telling you, in the name of the Father and the Son and the 40 ounce that you drank before you got on one, I'm praising God. Put some clothes on. Put some clothes on. Ooh, put some clothes on ministry. And here we are to let you know that reprobate man and that Jerry curl juice got you talking crazy like that loose cannon fool. Ooh, you sitting around here and you're making it up, and then you're putting stuff on people's good name like you don't know what's up. I'm trying to tell you, bearing false witness is a crime, and it's a sin to God. It's in the front and it's a mess. And if you don't stop lying on me, honey, you're going straight to hell in gasoline drawers with a leather vest. Lord, yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
I love it when the pastor be sitting them there.
Have mercy. I done got myself all worked up with that sermon. I done got I'm getting my sermons together. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my sermon. You know, because I like the Hellstone and Brimfire when it comes to the deviants. I think the Hellstone and Brimfire ministry. What you mean your stomach is hurt? Oh, child, we just having a little church. Put your clothes. Where the organ at? Where the banjo at? Wait a second. Hold up, child. Listen to me. I'll be the first evangelist playing the banjo. Playing the banjo and asking God when we gonna get the Beyonce banjo show. Lord, she lied. She lied.
She lied.
You lied. Yes, you lied. Ooh, I'm feeling a little Shirley Caesar coming over me. Matter of fact, I need to make me a Caesar salad. That sounds fabulous. I was Wait a minute. You know, I'm not like, I love Shirley Caesar, but you know I got greens, beans, tomatoes, grits, cornbread, letter. You name it. When she get to going with that. I just want a Caesar. I just want a Caesar salad. No, serious. You heard the organ playing in your background.
Girl, it did.
Do. And you better put some clothes on. Don't be going over there, over there to the red carpet. Boo, 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 boo. About to go through the third realm of hell. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Salute. Pass the collection plate, not the Cavassier. I'm trying to tell you. Girl. Ooh, listen to me. You know I'm going to have to make sure that Jaguar a little usher. I just hope she don't be sticking people up if she don't like their donation, because I can see her pulling out her little pew-pew. Talk about, listen to me. You know you got 100 more for the Lord. I got a feeling.
Listen,
I got a feeling.
All right, we're gonna put her in the back while you preaching. That way, you know you too preoccupied.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine Jaguar going through all the aisles,
you know she doing it
running
right?
people pockets while they praying, talking about, you know, you ain't giving enough. No Diddy.
She doing it too. Not no Diddy. Oh no.
Oh my God! Well, guys, this has been a fun little just pop in and check in with you guys, you know. But I'm glad we started just like, you know, really getting into the concept of what's behind that new podcast, Tracking the Pain. I'm really glad we got into that, because I want people to take that journey with us. It's there's so much more. Oh, and also, announcement is here. My cameo. So y'all make sure y'all get on over there. It's official. You can go over there. You can make your request. I'm telling you, it's going to be so much fun. And with me stepping back into my artistry, like making that, you know, my foreground from here on out. Don't get me wrong. The interviews, the commentary, the community that we're building, all of this is fantastic. But I did it all because I wanted to make music safe again. Thank you, Lady Classic. You know.
That's why I tell you that I'm proud, because that's exactly what you're doing. Like, you're creating that space for everybody to create again. So I love the fact that the first thing you're doing is creating. Girl, fuck you mean? Please.
If you build it, they will come. So if anybody's looking to get a personalized video from me, or whatever the case may be, that's where you can go get it. And make sure you know, send me a message. Let me know. I got to start spending more time on the app. It's like, you already know what it's like. It's like dragging a horse to water to get me to go through a new app. But I'm getting the hang of it. And it's just so funny. You know, when you are in a partnership with someone and then things take a different turn, sometimes, you know, you get to the point where you relied on that partner so much that you forget all that you can do on your own. Yes, Jaguar is definitely the treasurer, the church treasurer, because she gonna make sure that money get right.
Okay, I'm telling you, you're just gonna hear from the back, where's that 5? I'm telling you.
No, you gonna see that laser beam coming off her little pum right on your forehead, talking about, don't you rob God.
Listen, all I know is that I am exempt from questioning when it comes to that day at church, girl. I'm telling you. Weren't you supposed to be watching your niece? No, ma'am. I was passing out pamphlets with Sister Pam.
There it is. There it is. And now we got a case. Now we got a case. Now the church under investigation. At least it won't be for taxes. You know, nonprofits work like that. But the thing is, I forgot. You know, because, you know, there's so many people that like to try to make me seem like I'm some kind of codependent person, like I can't survive without someone, or like I can't operate my devices or do my broadcast or do my paperwork or any of that. It's just so funny. And don't get me wrong, as much as I appreciate and love the help, I like being challenged at this time to find a whole new level of myself. Like for real, like my first Blue Couch interview in quite some time. And guess what? That was all by myself. I had to set up the lighting. I had to block the room. Me and my security putting things together. They were keeping everything safe and protected. And we had some lighting issues, but I was able to find a good break wall. Like, I mean, like I was a producer.
I told you,
and I was the talent, all by myself. And no, but it's just so funny because for a while there, I had gotten used to not doing it all myself. And I just think it's interesting. You know, sometimes God, he brings situations and it creates a whole nother access to yourself that you didn't see before. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I didn't appreciate the help and love the help. But at the end of that filming, and when the cameras went off and everything was uploading and we were breaking down, and the guys were making their last rounds, making sure that I was safe, and I was proud of myself, because a lot of people probably were hoping and betting and thinking that I couldn't do it without someone, you know? And
man,
it was just...
This is how you know you're dealing with people that don't do anything. Like the fact that you were able to do an amazing job, you know, by yourself, that's proof that you had an amazing teacher. Like, you're supposed to be able to do it on your own. And I like the fact that you get to exercise that new space. Like, as a creator, come on. Like, creators understand. You need your space for creation. And I'm just glad you had that.
That's for sure, Patricia.
Amazing job, my dear. I'm proud of you every day.
Thank you. And that means a lot. You know, people think that because you're older, that you don't still need to be willing to learn things and open to learn new things and see things in a new way. You know, I always say that the day that you think you know it all, that's your last day. Everything after that is just leading to your end.
Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people the fact you should never feel like you've learned anything. You remember when I told you that one of the most relieving, releasing, freeing days was when I realized we've been lied to our entire lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so liberating realizing that. But, you know, hopefully over time we can get...
Are you zooming in? Are you getting a good shot? Because there's so many people that said my feet are dirty and funky and stinky and crunchy.
Girl.
Are you getting a good shot? And this isn't in a tub. Here's a new
Girl, I hope they lose their vision. Since they that hyper-focused, I hope they lose their vision. I hope everything's out of focus.
You know what they really should be mad at? That I'm about to turn 48 years old and I can pop my foot up while I'm laying on my stomach like that.
Girl, you know that these
they don't like it when an old bitch fold up. Like a 5-year-old.
Girl, they get mad, girl. You know that they mad, girl. They are mad, girl. And it's a whole lot of young ones that are mad at you.
Oh, my goodness. It's all the young ones that are mad at me. All the young ones with diabetes.
Okay.
I don't have no diabetes. I don't have no diabetes.
Girl, they got deep fried.
I don't got diabetes. I don't got libetes. I don't got triabetes. But some of y'all do got a lot of BDBs. Some of y'all just got a lot of BDB. A BDB bump bump. Oh, a BDB bump bump.
Girl, we're going to get on Selena another time. We ain't going to go there. Let's not go there. Not now.
You know what? I don't know if we'll have enough space to do her for season 1, but I would definitely love to do a Track in the Pain on Selena Quintanilla.
You do know that all the 90s babies and everything, like 90s babies were very offended. And this is the only thing I think that J-Lo might get a little bit of credit for. Because there's a whole generation of people that wouldn't even know nothing about Selena had it not been for the movie because she was taken too early. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
see,
leave it at
that's the
that
point,
because when the
though. But
stories
that's
go
the
that
point.
way, it
But
ain't
that's
just
the point, though. Look at what it did. Her
uh,
life ended, and that was the thing that made it all work and happen for Jenny with the Glock.
oh no, fuck her.
Kind of like a Lori Joe being, the first lady of TDE, and then all of a sudden comes SZA.
Girl, we got some studies. So many studies.
1 foot, 2 foot, both in the camera. Say hi, say cheese feet. People are taking pictures.
Girl, that's because they trying to sell them on the internet. Girl, these people are strange. Girl, they trying to get your
You know, you get good money off foot fetish.
I told you that's what I'm saying, girl. They trying to get toes on the low.
Y'all better send me my cut. Y'all better send me my cut.
Just nasty. Don't be a cheap whore, y'all. At least put the commission in. Don't do that. Like, girl, it's the integrity.
48 years old and I can still balance on my belly. I could reach back and grab these and do a whole year.
See, and they mad.
I know some 20-something-year-olds that can't do that.
Girl, please.
If I was to practice yoga, if I were to practice yoga live on my YouTube channel, almost half of them would lose their minds.
We need to do a yoga session. That would be fun. I haven't had a yoga session in quite some
time.
I
was hoping that we could do stuff like that over at the Upliftment. And now that we're, restructuring how everything is done, but I think Tracking the Pain is going to really open the door for us to be able to do a lot more with a lot of things. So I want to thank everybody for supporting all affiliated channels. And like I said, holla at me over on Cameo. And just do yourselves a favor. Don't believe the hype. $1 for every pick. You'd be sitting pretty. I know. Jaguar, tell me why your hand on your arm looks like a tattoo. That would be hella cute. The way you had it holding your heart. You know what? My next tattoos, I don't put anything on my body that don't mean something.
I'm getting that too. I ain't gonna lie. It's been way too long.
I'm not sure if you can get it in Australia, but I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. But just check it out. I want to thank everybody that came by. Thanks for the check-in. We've officially been here almost 2 hours, so it's time for us to go because, Grace, we have a lot of research to do, apparently.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, we do.
But I will be hopefully seeing a good share of you guys over at Paperwork Party tonight. And I'm going to make sure that I share the live. You don't want to miss it. I got a feeling we might be finding out what's in that van tonight.
Girl,
I got a feeling.
I need notifications and everything. I need to see if I'm subscribed over there because I can't miss that.
Well, I think Tracking the Pain will help everyone heal. And man, that's really how you sell a healing journey. You don't sell a healing journey by going to a known liar who lost in court and then making up a bunch of weird stuff about a person that you were clout chasing and trying to gaslight and using for YouTube fame. Like, that's not how you sell a healing journey. You sell a healing journey by actually creating healing. And we're going to do that with these artists,
I really hope that they get there, like.
Listen to me, the people that say that they're fans, the people that support them, deserve to know what's really going on. They deserve to know. Welcome, Miss L321. Welcome to the family. You're a member. Oh, you want to donate a little adventurer outfit for Jack? You know what? We might do that. We might do a live where we set a Jaguar goal because she was saying that
Girl.
she wants some more clothes, and separations can be very hard things on families. So you like
Yeah.
to make sure that your little ones have all that they need. So yeah, anything else, Grace? You have any final word?
Oh, keep your vibrations high, children. Um, stand with the truth, do good things, be good to others. For you bald-headed, raggedy ones, like, please go work at Walmart. Get your dignity and your respect back.
Or you could just rewind and listen to the sermon that we had today for Put Some Clothes on Ministries.
I'm
And you can
telling you, my
find your...
story is that I was doing the pamphlets with Sister Pam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, well, guys, we're going to see y'all over at Paperwork tonight. I'm Jaguar Wright. This is Grace. And
Bye-bye, lovely people.
we'll see y'all soon. Yes, we have a Patreon. So Jaguar Wright / semicolon something like that. Patreon. Yes. And that's where a lot of this new content is going to be. There will be stuff available for the members, of course. Here, members will have access to what we have going on. But Tracking the Pain will be a part of the Jaguar Wright Uncensored podcast brands. So, yes, ciao, Bella. And Shabbat Shalom. I hope everyone had a wonderful Sabbath as ours is drawing to a close. Now it's time to get back in these streets and start kicking some troll tail. And we're going to be doing that over with Paperwork. All right. So we'll see you guys. If we want the story of Angie to get what it needs, the truth, the justice, the explanations that everyone wants to know, then y'all just gonna keep on and come on over to Paperwork, and then we'll make sure that we'll let you know the other relevant platforms that are actually really working hard at the truth. We don't want anyone getting confused or sidetracked or sidelined with this story. We just don't want that. We want Angie to get what she deserves. And we want everybody that opted up against her and gaslit her and ruined her life. Yes, Paperwork Party. I'm going to make sure that I post it, so make sure you guys look over in the community wall, because I'm going to be posting the live so everybody will be able to at least go grab it from there. All right, guys, we love you. We thank you, and we'll see you soon. And don't forget,
Bye-bye, everybody.
make sure that you guys are staying, because that the part 2 is going to be crazy. It's going to be insane.
Girl.
Y'all have no idea where this is about to go. Ooh, salute to real life street stars. And salute
Respect.
to the Blue Couch. 5 years. This year, it will be 5 years. We've been on this journey together. Sometimes it didn't seem like we were together. Sometimes it seemed like we were in total agreement. But wherever this is, we're going to finish what we started. See you later.
Bye, lovely people.